Hello, and welcome to the presentation for What Do We See in Them? Identifying Dimensions of Partner Models for Speech Interfaces using a Psycholexical Approach. A partner model is a mental model of the communication abilities of a dialogue partner. Initially, these models are based on assumptions that can be triggered by a range of verbal and non-verbal cues like age, gender, accent, or the way another person talks. I say person, but partner models have also been shown to play an important role in human-machine dialogue, impacting how people talk to and interact with speech technologies. However, whilst research has consistently identified an important role for partner models in dialogue, we don't really know what these models consist of. With a specific focus on non-embodied speech agents, our research asks, what are the underlying dimensions of partner models for speech interfaces? A better understanding of these perceptions and the attributes that commonly contribute to them would allow us to develop a more detailed theoretical account of partner modeling, a more nuanced understanding of the impact of design choices on partner models, and more precise explanations of how user perceptions impact language production and interaction behavior. Our first step toward answering this question involved collecting a broad range of attributes that might contribute to perceptions of speech agents as communication partners. To do this, we first conducted a repertory grid study involving 21 participants who compared and defined the communicative ability of three different dialogue partners, Alexa, Siri, and a human. This was then complemented by a review of relevant subjective measures, which included established and bespoke measures used in previous human-machine dialogue research, and established measures from socio-cognitive psychology covering topics like perspective taking, anthropomorphism, and theory of mind. The next step is to reduce this pool to a more concise set of attributes. This involved an initial screening procedure, followed by a systematic review conducted by domain experts. Both phases were aimed at ensuring the remaining word pairs were relevant to the concept of partner modeling, whilst also providing adequate coverage and nuance between pairs. Remaining word pairs were then presented to speech interface users, asking them to rate their preferred speech agent across each of the indices using a 7-point semantic differential scale. We then used principal component analysis, or PCA, to analyse the responses. PCA is ideal for this kind of exploratory work. It lets us summarise a large set of multivariate data and doesn't require an a priori hypothesis about the data structure. After removing weakly correlated items and testing data suitability, parallel analysis determined a 3-factor structure was the best solution. PCA was then conducted, iteratively removing the weakest word pairs until established thresholds and acceptable indices of fit were achieved. From this, we identified 3 key dimensions critical to partner models. These were partner competence and dependability, which emerge from perceptions of competence, dependability, capability, consistency, and reliability, and so on. Human likeness, which emerge from ratings for human likeness, lifelikeness, warmth, and empathy. And cognitive flexibility, which emerge from ratings for flexibility, interactivity, ability to interpret, and spontaneity. These dimensions add much needed definition, detail, and structure to the concept of partner modeling, allowing for a more nuanced and holistic understanding of how people view speech agents as communication partners. Earlier work shows that implementing things like expressive synthesis or human-like dialogue strategies may affect partner models, but it couldn't tell us what aspects of the user's partner model that these design choices might impact. Our work is the first step toward making it possible to not only identify what parts of a partner model might be impacted by a specific design choice, but also works towards making it possible to quantify this along with the effect on other interrelated dimensions. Though notably, further work is needed before the attributes and dimensions identified here can be used as some kind of standardized measure of partner modeling. In terms of better understanding psychological aspects of human-machine dialogue, our work provides avenues for examining things like how many attributes within a partner model a user might contemplate simultaneously, what kind of dialogue events and in what context do certain partner model attributes and dimensions become more salient, how malleable or persistent are initial partner models, and how do they change over time. To summarize, our work identifies 3 key dimensions that form a user's perception of a speech agent as a dialogue partner. These focus on perception of an agent's competence and dependability, their human likeness, and their perceived flexibility. Our work also shows these dimensions are interrelated, providing direction for a better understanding of how partner models impact users' language and interaction behaviors, and how design choices aimed at improving, say, human likeness might impact other aspects of a user's partner model. And on that note, I'll say thank you and look forward to any questions you may have about our work.